to be honest, not much has changed around motivation or things internally at the club and the team. We've had the same squad for quite a while, pretty much, and it's the same goals and motivations every year, really. We're just trying to get better every week. It does add a little bit of an incentive, becoming the hunter now, but not much, not drastic changes as you would think.
You don't want to lose them. Sometimes you can't control the outcome of it, and it's not nice. And I think we did give it our all, and we can probably hold our heads high. It wasn't our day, and things didn't go our way, and things like that. But I think it does light a fire. You don't want to feel that way ever again, and I think it definitely individually it does drive you.
Yeah, like you say, we're looking to get him back this year. Obviously, didn't end up with what we set out to do last year, so it was quite disappointing for us as a group. So yeah, just looking forward to getting back out there this year, competing, and hopefully bring the trophies back to Wigan.
That's another thing we've been lucky with as well, is the depth we've had over the past couple of seasons. Not having to change like major changes within the squad definitely makes it easier, and we don't spend as much time gelling and building on combinations, probably as what other teams might do, with working on new partnerships and things like that. So like I said, there's a few young boys coming up as well. They've obviously been in and around the system now for a while, so it's good to just get back into pre-season and you hit the ground running, really. Everyone knows each other's game by now, so it's just working on the little things week in, week out.
Yeah, I think for all teams, when you set out, everyone's goals are the same, either to win as many trophies as you can. So that's always your goal, I think, for every team. But especially when you're at a club like Wigan, it's an expectation. Especially with the success we've had in recent times, I think it's expected of us. So it does get talked about, but I think it's just an expectation. I think when you walk through the door, you know what's expected of you, and it starts with your standards and the way you go about your business every day.
Obviously, you have a bit of time off over the off season, and the way it ended for us, losing in the finals at Hockey can sometimes feel quite long, and you sort of get excited to get back and right that wrong. But you do a bit of reflecting yourself and think about it, and sort of think life wasn't not that bad. We made a grand final. It's not a failure, and although you'd like to win it, for us, I definitely don't see it as a failure. And as always, we're excited to start a new season.
Like I just said, I think you always try and have your standards as high as possible, but I think when you've got the trophies and people raise the bar to play you, and I think there's that added pressure there. Whereas I think when you're trying to win the trophies, or when you're trying to go after them again, it's sort of a different excitement, because you're sort of going after them. Not that it's not exciting anyway, I feel, but it's obviously a different challenge, and one that we're excited for this year.
It's almost, for me, coming from Australia, we're pretty blessed playing, or growing up in Australia, you're playing all over Australia, and you come here and you play in different parts of the UK, and we've been to Vegas, so every time I go to a new ground and play, it's exciting for me. You get to look forward to those things, and the competition. We're going to Everton, obviously be going to play at those stadiums, things like that. It's something that you look forward to, those little things, on the little bonuses that you work hard for. And I think we're going to Paris as well, which is it'll be great as well.
We've got a pretty settled group there. I think the core of our squad's been together for quite a number of years now, and that definitely helps you. When you've got relationships, and how players like to play, and what each other's strengths and weaknesses are. So I feel like it definitely helps having those connections in the squad.